The idea of having your regular videos as movie-like colors fascinates me. Generally, movies are shot on actual film camera with actual films, which give them a certain look which we all love and recognize as films, helps them to invoke certain emotions. Most of us don't have access to those film cameras or films, but technology has evolved so much nowadays that we can emulate that look into our digital footage through color grading. That's why I love color grading, and that is the sole reason I am in YouTube. But you need a good amount of knowledge to emulate that look, but there are still some aspects of film which can't be replicated that easily, but I think not anymore. Let me introduce an awesome plugin called Dehancer. Dehancer is a film emulation plugin which is claiming to achieve film-like aesthetics in your digital videos. This plugin allows you to emulate your favorite film looks into your videos very easily and quickly. Not only that, they added some film features like blooms, grains, halation, which is very easy to manipulate with just a slider. And this plugin is available in DaVinci, Final Cut Pro and in Premiere Pro as well. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I use this plugin to achieve certain looks, and also gonna explain some feature which I use in all of my videos. This video is not sponsored by Dehancer, but I genuinely like this product and I use it in all of my videos. So I contacted them to get some promo code for you guys. They are kind enough to give me a promo code. So there is a promo code. You can use it during checkout. So you can use a promo code to get 10% discount in every purchase. It will help this channel as well, and there is a link in the description as well. Without further ado, let's dive into Resolve. So we are going to edit this photo here. This is the DaVinci Resolve, and this is the edit tab. So I prepared everything beforehand because I don't want to do it in front of you. It's just boring stuff. So this is the footage we are going to color grade. But before that, I'm going to show you my color management settings, which is the DaVinci Wide Gamut Intermediate and Rec 709A. Because I'm editing in a Mac, so use this output color space Rec 709A. This footage is from a Sony camera. It's a S-Log 3 footage. By the way, Dehancer has some specific node-based color workflow. I'm not gonna follow that. I'm going to follow which I think works for me. So yeah, let's rename this node. It will be my in node. Option S. This is gonna be my out node. In my in node, I'm going to convert this into a Vinci wide gamut color space, which just a sec, I'm gonna show it. So let's drop a color space transform. Use this Sony S Gamut 3 Cine, S-Log 3, DaVinci wide gamut, DaVinci intermediate. So this will look like this, and my out node will be another color space transform, which will be DaVinci wide gamut, DaVinci intermediate, Rec 709, and Rec 709. So this is the footage. You can see this is like color corrected. This is actually awesome footage. I mean, the exposure and everything is balanced. I don't have to do much here, but I'm still gonna do some things to show you guys like how I color grade and some inside stuff, you know? Okay. So whatever editing I do, whatever color change or whatever I do inside this 2 node. I changed my color from S-Log 3 to a wider color space, which is Vinci Wide Gamut, and then converted it into Rec 709, which is my monitor color. So I am editing in a broader color space and watching it in my monitor as a Rec 709. So now I am going to add another node and add a parallel node. Now let me make some more nodes, like 2 nodes. This will be easier to understand then. These 2 nodes will be my primaries and these are my secondaries. So primaries are basically the global changes, like if you want to change the exposure, the contrast, the saturation, all the changes will be up here. And this one will be my secondary. Suppose my skin or suppose some background colors and specific colors. These are my secondary changes. So now in this footage, I don't see much to do, but still let's make some balance here. So what I'm gonna do is just make some room here. so that it will be properly exposed. By the way, for Dehancer, if you color corrected your footage before using Dehancer, it will be more efficient. So in my balance node, I added some offset, increase the highlight, and I think it's good to go. Let's see. So from here to here. Now, let me put it in a hero shot here, like this. Okay. Now I will add some contrast. I basically do contrast with the curves, but for this video, I'm going to do it here. Like I'm going to make some room here, maybe change the pivot a bit here. Yeah, I can park it here. So now for the skin, I can label it as skin, and I can use a qualifier to check the skin, Shift H to check your selection. As you can see, it is selecting a lot outside my skin. So I will just find, I will just find a spot here, and also I can just quickly select a power window so that I don't select outside of my skin. So here, just make some it soft. So after the selection, Shift H, you can open vector scope to check your skins. Shift H. Now let's make it a little bit bigger. You can see the skin is on point here. I don't see anything to change. Maybe a little bit of saturation here. I can add it later. And this note, I'm not going to use this note now. Shift H. Okay. So this is, I think this is almost correct. Let me put some warmth in it. A little bit of warmth, because this is a golden hour footage. So I want a little bit of warmth. Okay. That's fine. So see, now comes the fun part. Now I will add a node, label for Dehancer, went to my effects panel, search Dehancer, and put it here. It looks horrible. I know. Just wait for it. Dehancer put some basic correction by itself, which I don't like at all. So hold on Option and click any of the option here. It will close all the options there. The first thing I do, go to film grain and disable the film grain. I don't know, the film grain it puts itself, it's too heavy. I'll do it later. So I stop this. Then I go to print and select codec 2383 print film. This is a printing process. Every film has a printing process. So each print will look different, but I choose codec 2383 print film. Okay. So still look horrible, I know. Now, after that, let's go to film developer. Now, let's go to film. These are the film profiles. So each film has a different look. Most of the movies I like are from Kodak Vision 3. So you can put 500T. T means tungsten and D means daylight. 250D is also okay. But I will go with 200T. It looks a little bit warm. We're gonna fix it later. After that, the film push and pull. No, I think I should go for Vision 500T. It's a little bit subtle. Yeah, I like this, the Vision 500T. Now this push and pull, this is very interesting. You can change the look with this. I want to add some blues in here, or I can go, no, I think I like the natural one. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I will go to the input. I can, oh, by the way, you have to select the input here. As this node is Rec 709, so I select Rec 709. You can select your camera as well. So you can camera like Sony FX3 or any camera you want, but I'll go for Rec 709. Okay. Now the exposure, let me went to my waveform. I think the exposure is a little bit less than temperature, too much warm, a little bit less warm. Tint can be too much magenta, so I can put some greens there. And defringe, I don't want defringe to anything. Defringe is for like some artifacts. If you see some artifacts, you can change that with this. And yeah, that's okay. Now the film developer, you have to enable each of the options. It will be disabled at the beginning, so enable it and add a tiny bit of contrast. Gamma correction, I don't need anything. Color boost, maybe a less saturated, so I can push some colors here. As you can see, it looks very beautiful. Now to the film, which we already selected, film compression. So here, like when you select this, it will just, you can see here, this is my face. So if we disable it, what it does, it just compresses the highlights more. So as you can see, if I enable this, it's just, but it looks kind of muddy. What I can do is just reduce the intensity a bit. Yeah, I like this. Tonal range, I think I don't need anything. Let me try. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. Let me disable this, enable this. So see, some density is there. It is awesome. And you can push some color density. Yeah, that's fine. So where we are, like we can check this from here to here. I think the contrast is a bit much. I can change it later. Okay, then going to expand. Expand is also good. It will add some contrast in the blacks and some reduce some contrast in the whites. I think the contrast is nice here, and white points as well. It will same just affect the highlights. Okay, so I'm not gonna change anything. I can disable this, by the way. By the way, Dehancer is a very heavy plugin, so your PC might be lagging with it. So, but I'm using a very good PC, so I don't face any issues here. Expand, I will disable. Print, we already, I can use some color density here. I mean, it's very difficult to do with live, and so yeah, that is what I'm thinking. I think it's too much. Yeah, I like this. So if I disable this, enable this, good. Now, color head. This is the most interesting thing. I like this thing. So you can change colors based on like yellow to blue, like magenta to green, cyan to red. I mean, you can create some very unique teal and orange look with this. So let me see. By the way, that is the mistake I always do, like forget to enable this. So after enable, we can put some yellows, some blues. I don't need that much. I want to put some yellows here because I want a warm look because it's sunset time. And I can put some greens as well. Not that much, a tiny bit. Cyan, a little bit. Let me see. So disable, enable. See, it's just coming with the colors. I think there is a bit much of green there. I can fix the skin later because we already have a skin node here. Then you can change the shadow as well, like shadow tone. Like you can turn it blue, you can turn it warm. Not that much. Let me turn it a little bit bluish kind of thing. Midtones, kind of this. And highlights will be, highlights is fine, I think. Okay, now disable, enable. So see, it's gonna look a little bit different. Here you can see Command D from here to here. Now, I think the most important parts are gone. Now film grain. And what I used to do is just choose a custom one and Reduce the size, just zoom it a bit. Reduce the size very much. Amount very less. This film resolution will decrease the resolution of your footage because this is called dehancer, not enhancer. Films are not as sharp as digital videos. To get that effect, you can just change this film resolution thing. And I want my grains in the shadows only, not in the midtones, not in the highlights. So here it is. And I use like positive film type. So like, and disable it, it's clean. So it's kind of sharp. It add grain adds some sharpness in your footage. It looks more filmic. Now, the second thing I want to show you, just look at here, the highlights area. In the halation, if you enable this, see some artifacts there. It's like a sun coming from your back, but that is too much. I don't use that much here. So I should just reduce a lot, just a tiny bit. Then in the bloom, if you enable this, it will just glow your highlights more. That is too much, I don't like it that much. So I will just reduce it a lot. I think I disable, no, there is a glow, you can see. See, see. One more thing, you can use vignette. Just enable it. The default one looks fine. And this is one thing I like the most. You can add false colors to see the clipping part. You can reduce it. You see there is a clipping here, but I like it. And clipping indications, this is because of the halation and all that. So, but I like it. The other things, I don't use them that much. Overscan, which is another cool thing, like just enable it. You can see some film frames there. You can change it from Super 8, and they have some like cool looks. They're by default. I like that. I mean, to create this look, you have to put some overlays, but they are built in. So like it's 16, it's Super 16. I like the 8 millimeters sometimes, and also widescreen. And they are animated. They're not just a overlay. You can see they're animated. So now I will check my skin. Vectorscope. Let's open it. You see, it's still good, in good position. Maybe a little bit saturation. Shift H. That is basically it. So as you can see, we came from here to here. How long? There's 2 minutes or 3 minutes. See? How cool is that? I mean, I love this plugin. The cool thing about Dehancer is they also have a iOS application where you can use all of this feature in your mobile phone. I don't know, in my phone, I am using a pretty old phone and it's very slow there. So what I do is I edit an image here and get all the settings right and create a look and just follow that look in my editing software. And this is very good for practicing. I sometimes do practice here to create some interesting looks. That's it for this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comment section. Do consider subscribing, and also if you want Dehancer, use my promo code. See you in the next video. Peace.